Nos encontramos miércoles 21 de mayo, amigos míos. Estamos aquí para, pues, continuar con la historia 3.3, ¿no? Vamos. Vamos, por sí. Take the journey. Come with. Okay. 41, okay. I'll be waiting. Okay, see Robin.
You're here. Can you help me pick out a wig? I plan to wear it the next time I'm out shopping.
Okay.
But there are too many designs and colors. I can't decide.
Cómpralas todas, no tienes que elegir. Vamos. 7 de marzo tiene un gusto. Puedes intentar preguntarle. 7 de marzo tiene un gusto, puedes intentar preguntarle.
I do trust Miss March 7's taste. Actually, I just tried picking out a few designs with her. But she now seems more conflicted than I am. Why don't I just get this one called Kumquat Curls? Curly orange hair. It's perfect for taking pictures and shopping. Every wig brings out a different style. It feels like a new challenge every time I try a different do.
Okay.
I better buy them all before I learn how to detach and declutter.
Okay. Okay. I'll be away. Algo.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Algo. El nivel de habilidad básica de todos los aliados aumenta en 3 y el nivel de habilidad del duende aumenta en 2. Cuando cualquier aliado lanza la habilidad básica o la habilidad del meme duende del meme duende, implanta a uno de los enemigos golpeados una debilidad al azar que no tenga. Al comenzar cada ciclo, recuerdo turbulento inflige una vez daño verdadero a todos los enemigos. Si un objetivo tiene más de 3 debilidades, recibe daño verdadero una vez más por cada debilidad adicional. Interesante. Ahorita voy a abrir la historia. ¿Algo? ¿Esto? Esto. Ianson, ok. Yo we may. Sí, tengo esto, ok, perfecto. Ok, perfecto. Vamos a aprovechar para utilizar a Hyacinth. Cambiar a nuestra Fusion por Hyacinth por mientras. Okay. No sabía. Wow, hace temblar la pantalla. Curioso. Okay.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
Okay.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, Finan of Ides Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but... I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you doing here?
No esperaba volver a verte en el Soto. Fenon dijo que estabas preparándote para la batalla contra Aquila. ¿Estás aquí para... ¿Qué digo? Sí.
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings.
Okay.
That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove.
El puente arcoíris es indispensable para recuperar la yasca de Aquila, pero realizar una ceremonia tan importante tú sola es demasiado arriesgado. Titán del cielo, sí.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
Good, Ika.
Well, what brings you here, Danny?
Estoy recopilando todos los mitos y estudios que pueda sobre los titanes. Cuando regrese al expreso astral, todo lo que tenga sobre anforios será una valiosa adición a los archivos.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Sí. Si realmente pudiéramos romper la maldición del mundo del más allá del cielo, pero algo me dice que no será tan fácil.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
No, pero estoy empezando a cuestionarme las cosas que he creído después de hablar con un miembro del Consejo de Ancianos. ¿Qué te refieres? Okay.
No, I didn't understand that either, little
A ver, no te preocupes, hay muchas cosas que no entiendo todavía.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
Estaba pensando lo mismo. El soto es peligroso en este momento, así que un par de manos extra, de verdad, te vendrán bien. Te vendrán muy bien.
Dependable express guard for you. So, should we get going?
Sí. Hey. A ver. Okay. Vamos.
The chromocopter is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
Hey. ¿Qué es esto?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chromocopter. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Aquila again, They must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction.
Entiendo.
Only after this can the chosen skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
¿Es para evitar que quienes no estén preparados pierdan la vida en vano? ¿Para evitar que quienes no estén preparados pierdan la vida en vano?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Sí.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Escuchar la conversación de Hyacinth con su ancestro.
Who has awakened me?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants. To people like though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Gracias.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Bien hecho, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Ya. Parece que todos sus esfuerzos valieron la pena.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
El vórtice de la creación. En ese caso, tengo una propuesta. ¿Recuerdas cuando me sugeriste estudiar la magia del agua espiritual de los sacerdotes de Fagusa? He estado practicando en mi tiempo libre y he obtenido algunos resultados. Ahora mientras lleva agua espiritual conmigo, ahora mientras lleve agua espiritual conmigo, puedo usar esa magia para trazar un camino hacia el vórtice de la creación.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Comparadas con las de mi hogar, las corrientes de agua de Anforios son bastante más libres. No es fácil domarlas, pero creo que ya lo encontraba el truco.
That makes sense. Fagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
El portal de agua espiritual que cree con esta magia no es tan estable como el de la pileta. Es probable que solo una persona pueda pasar. Una persona. Y tal y como la diseñaron los sacerdotes de Fagusa, la entrada es también la salida. Cuando hayas terminado tu encuentro con el alma de un ancestro, tendrás que regresar a través del vórtice. Y Cayo, te esperaremos aquí.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Ok. Y bajo sus alocados pasos de baile, el clamor de la celebración cubra el latido del mundo. Agua espiritual. Revela el portal. Ok. Uli.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises. But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Cypher.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
Huh.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. He reminds me of Aglaia in her prime. Anyway,
Comprendo.
I'm about to head out. Oh, Big Sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yeah.
Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphe. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphe cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Cypher usa la habilidad de la moneda del capricho y se transporta fuera del vórtice.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphe's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Sí. Ok. Momentico.
Let's have a break. It's squishy. It's squishy. Let's have a break. It's squishy.
Ok. ¡Uy! Ok, volví. Perfecto. ¡Pum! La pantalla tiembla cuando vemos eso, ¿eh?
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame.
Ok.
Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Hablar con el ancestro. Ok.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be
Ok.
you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's flame chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you
Extra.
led our people to ally with Akuma and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Heir's flame chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And
Sí.
it lasted for so long.
Sí.
Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Ah. Sí.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail.
Okay.
Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Gracias.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use.
Okay.
General Ektre is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
Okay. Regreso. Orlanza de la Furia, ok. Hola, hola. ¿Regresaste? ¿Cómo te fue?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Y bueno. ¿Qué te dijo el alma heroica de tu ancestro? ¿Puedes contármelo? Ese le cuenta a Dan Han sobre su conversación con la general extra.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nada, parece que todo salió bien. Es solo que estoy un poco preocupado por la profecía que mencionaste. En el extremo del puente arcoíris, un hijo del cielo enmendará el ocaso y a la aurora. Enmendará al ocaso y a la aurora. Por alguna razón, puedo sentir un ligero sentimiento de tristeza en estas palabras.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
Ja. Eso espero.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
¿A dónde vamos?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos.
Ok, allá vamos, supongo. Zagreus, moneda del capricho, titán del engaño. Zagreus no tiene ningún interés en cumplir con su deber divino. Se deleita sembrando la discordia entre los dioses y engañándolos para crear todo tipo de caos y desorden. Ok.
We're here. This is it.
Castrum Kremos.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
Hace un rato envió un mensaje a través de un trueno. Nos avisó de que deberíamos estar alerta contra el
That
roballamas.
means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
Estoy de acuerdo.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
¿Tu abuela?
Yes, my grandmother Jacinta was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence.
Okay.
The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
El guerrero de Cremus que luchó contra ella.
Was Lord Crataros.
Y tú le salvaste la vida a pesar de que él arrebató a alguien de tu familia.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Crataros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Crataros must have done that to become a better man.
Solo un alma fuerte puede aprender a perdonar. A la altura de tus ancestros, Hyacinth.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter.
Aquí vamos, solo hay una forma de descubrirlo.
Of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Escuchar la conversación de Hyacinth con su ancestro, sí. Supuesto que sí. Hola. Sin Jessie.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You.
Grandmother, it's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyrite when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world.
Huh.
When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing, isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end. This broken world is crying out for something else. Healing.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more?
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay, until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder.
Wow. Ah, mire, son el unicornio y el tigre o lo que sea, eso. Pero hay un nuevo. Un centro también hay otro.
Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings.
Caballo se escucha.
To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Wow. Volviendo a la perspectiva de los tres caminos, ¿ok? Ok. ¿Ahora qué?
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here.
Sí.
Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
Simplemente. ¿Algo?
Today's the day.
Sí.
There's Svinen. Let's go talk to him.
Ok. Ok.
Carefully on high.
Creo que están en un momento desesperado más que todo. Pero vamos.
I know this is a big ask, Namazune. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
Ok.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
Me despierto. Me despertó un cachorrito rosa. Nunca llego tarde a los eventos importantes. Bueno, tal vez debería irme a dormir un poco más.
Since you're here, make yourself comfortable. You can take a nap while we're waiting for everyone else.
Ignoraste mi broma, pero no importa. Creo que estás demasiado depresivo para
Ready,
eso.
comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side.
Ok. Dame un
If
momento
the
para...
curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall.
casi. Un día en la Tierra parecen 10 años en el cielo. Y en la Tierra parecen 10 años en el cielo.
Really? That's the first time I've heard that.
¿Serio?
She just makes things up. Don't take it too seriously.
El otro sería, bueno, siempre y cuando podamos reparar el vagón.
Sorry, I'm no help there.
Está súper depresivo, se escucha súper depresivo.
Don Hung mentioned that Counselor Ligus can help you with that.
Lamentablemente es comprensible, el seudónimo está con indiferencia. Voy a extrañarlos a todos.
You sound a little insincere there, buddy.
That was totally insincere, partner.
¿No debería ser yo quien renazca como un titán?
That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammers, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then?
Sí.
Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away.
Canónico eso, entonces. Bueno, ya van 10 de 12 rondas. Ya podemos abrir el champán.
Well, then I have to use something else Don Hung taught me as comeback. The last mile is the hardest.
Ah, supongo que sí.
Hey, speaking of Don Hung, where is he?
¿En este lugar usan millas?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore a compassionate sky to Enforius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared.
No suenas convincente.
But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphorius as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Ay, me pones en vergüenza, gracias.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Gracias.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
Gracias. Eres muy hablador. Eres experto en animar a las masas.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Don Hung, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Ak.
¿Qué pasó?
The guest of honor has arrived.
Hyacinth. ¡Bárbara! Digo, Hyacinth.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila.
Todo listo.
Today is the year 4932 of the light calendar. 1062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the flame chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Sí, sí, todos vamos a morir, digo. Vayan con cuidado. Ok. Gracias, supongo. Boom. Ok. Bye bye. Hay más gente aquí, ok.
I hope the Chrysosairs triumph and bring light to this darkening world.
Esperemos que sí.
To be immortalized in song, one must inevitably perish in the mortal realm.
Huh.
They'll surely seize the core flame of sky and bring the flame chase journey to its perfect conclusion.
Where are you now? Oh, legendary Erechrysia, return to the mortal realm.
Huh. Ah, que decir, ok. Pero no necesitaba eso. Ok. Vamos. Y aquí estamos. Bueno.
Thanks for waiting, Donho.
Creo que no tiene otra opción, más que todo, porque es la única que puede abrir la puerta, el camino.
The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled.
Hemos reescrito la historia del mundo con nuestras propias manos una y otra vez. Apuesto que esta expedición Tres Caminos pondría celoso incluso a Kibili. Qué aventura tan emocionante. Marzo se morirá de celos. Tres Caminos está a punto. Qué aventura tan emocionante. Marzo se pondrá de celos.
So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day.
Te escuchas tan muerto por dentro, amigo mío.
It's all yours now.
Te escuchas súper cansado de todo, rayos.
Legend tells of the sky folk once divided into many tribes. The sun folk worshipped the sun. The rain folk were devoted to storms. And the winter folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the Rainbow Bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Skyfolk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years.
¿Qué vamos? Cortos en así, por supuesto.
Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more.
Y aquí estamos.
Let us soar together.
Ok. Aquí vamos. Expreso astral. Tren en el que viajaba Kibile, el león 13 caminos. Avanza por los rieles estelares y recorre los mundos. Sí.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience.
Ah. ¿Tico? Espera, si sigo transmitiendo. Sí, todavía sigo transmitiendo. Ok, perfecto.
The Eye of Twilight. It's the legendary sky fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. The Eye of Twilight, which we are standing on, is the home of Aquila and the heart of the city-state in the clouds. This must be where the hero Seliosi stood when she challenged Aquila and began the first step of the flame-chased journey. We are here to end the journey she began.
¿Crees en las leyendas? Es nuestro turno para desafiar al titán.
Yes, what we must do will not change, no matter how much of the legends are true.
Sí. Eso mismo.
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located Sky Castrum the only force that could face Castrum Kremnos head-on in the Chrysos War.
Ya veo.
But they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended.
Ya veo.
In the end, they had to hide among the clouds, far from the conflicts raging below.
Ok, turístico para... Ok, ya está. Ok.
Apparently, the division was between the two most important sky tribes, the Sunfolk and the Rainfolk. And Seliosi's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear towards the Titan above.
¿Y qué pasó con ella al final? ¿En altura su ataque?
After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Her achievements were unparalleled, even if later legends exaggerated the details.
Ignoran mis bromas. Sé que están depresivos por dentro, pero por favor.
She still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of Sky. Some say she sealed the wrath of the god within herself, trapping them deep within the Eye of Twilight to support the heavens of Amphorius forever.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, not anymore.
Ok, supongo que es Importante tomar eso en cuenta. Rayos.
Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world from here for 1,000 years?
Posiblemente. Alguien me escribió algo. Nada, eso era todo. Nada más. Vámonos. ¿Para algo? Aquí tengo una nueva aplicación del teléfono. Ok, vámonos. Vamos. ¿Dónde es este lugar? Varios pisos. Cofres. Ah, difícil.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Tal vez, pero eso no evitará que hagamos lo que tenemos que hacer, ¿no?
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. All I can see is darkness.
¿Qué hay al otro lado?
Maybe it's the celestial mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphorius' sky.
Okay.
And any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather.
Okay.
The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The Sky Priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests.
Yeah.
To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen.
¿Y cuál era su resolución? ¿Y cuál era su resolución?
In any case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, it might just provide us with the light needed to move forward. That really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet.
Ciencia y religión. Ok. Ok, todavía se ilumina por donde camino yo. Ok. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué tal? ¿Encontraste alguna pista?
I have no idea how to turn it on. If only we had help from the wisdom of those who came before us.
Tal vez sea fácil de hacer.
That's it. I almost forgot. Gray, Memi, can I borrow your powers?
Para ver a través del tiempo, atrás, en el pasado, por supuesto que sí. Dice, deja que la semidiosa del tiempo se encargue.
Got it! We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there.
Okay.
And over there. Done! There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
I knew
Hey.
you could do it, Memi. You are.
Ok, perdón. Ok. Ya vengo, voy al baño.
The server's still not open. The server's still not open.
Ya recuerdo que era lo que quería decir, era tecnoreligión. No ciencia religión, era tecnoreligión lo que quería decir. Vamos.
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect.
Ok.
But Aquila, you that shape the sky, why do you avoid the pursuit of dark clouds? Are not clear skies and stormy rains equally your creations? The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God. If you remain silent, we shall have to forge our own weapons and resist the malice concealed under your brilliance. May the Eye of Twilight never open. And may torrid rains descend forever.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe. But we should write this clue down first.
Ok, perfecto.
Fool Foolish rain folk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation on the golden clouds. The gods' choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land.
Ah. Cuando se abre favorece a los de la luz, cuando se cierra favorece a los de la lluvia.
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now. It is as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
Sí. Ok, perfecto, sí.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed.
Ok.
Memi, can you retrieve even more memories?
Tecnoreligión.
No problem at all. Here goes. There we are.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk. Commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed.
The land? It is our eternal nemesis. How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War?
Huh.
Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows. That's all you lot know how to do anyway. Cry in silence.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
Actuación. Digo, terrible. Rayos. Qué terrible.
What a terrifying memory.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine and plotted their retaliation.
Ok. La misma historia de siempre. La gente nunca aprende su lección. La misma historia de siempre. Los dioses preparan el escenario y los mortales interpretan la obra. No es la primera vez que presenciamos una escena como esta en nuestros viajes tras caminos.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist.
Sí.
Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history.
Me pregunto qué bando ganó.
There's nothing but empty silence here.
Todos murieron.
I fear there were no winners.
Sí.
Hero Celiosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky Denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the celestial mural.
Tal vez.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up?
Vamos. Okay.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe.
Para brillar.
Awaken, celestial mural.
¡Oh, por Dios!
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene.
Mira, la señal de la presencia que mencionó el fragmento de recuerdo. ¿Es un ojo?
How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us.
Pues...
I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Ok. ¿Esto no afectará a Akima?
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist's light comes from the dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural.
Okay.
There! That circular device. I'm quite familiar with it. That's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight.
Okay.
Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go.
Vamos. Es hora de crear la historia. Otra vez. ¿Qué es esa masa dorada tan grande de allá abajo?
A boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity.
Okay.
You should watch your step as you walk. The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
La tendencia es similar a todo ese tipo de mecanismos.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
Todo el mundo ignora mis bromas.
This might take a while, but I think I can manage.
Okay. Ok, vamos. Ok. Vamos. Ok. Brújula del Céfiro. Observa el punto de partida de destino. Observa el punto de partida de destino. Las flechas de la brújula y la disposición de los obstáculos rojos. Gira los anillos de la brújula para poder alcanzar el punto del destino. siguiente a la dirección de las flechas sin chocar con los obstáculos desde el punto de partida. Ok. El color rojo representa los obstáculos que bloquean el camino. El camino no puede pasar a través de ellos. Asegúrate de evitar al conectar la ruta. Usa los botones de elegir para seleccionar un anillo específico y los botones de rotar para girarlo cuando una ruta girarlo. Cuando una ruta se conecte, aparecerá un aviso en la brújula. Pulsa el botón confirmar ruta para confirmar la ruta actual. Al confirmar la ruta en la brújula, se activará un mecanismo que conseguirá que aparezca un carril arcoíris en el mapa, según la indicación de la brújula. Ok.
Deep breaths and find the way out. I think this should be right.
Debería. Firmar, listo. No entendí. Ok, vamos. No es complicado, es fácil de entender.
The rainbow bridge has appeared.
Okay.
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful.
Enemigos. ¿Eh? Un enemigo. Un jefe. ¿Un recuerdo?
Is that a winged Pegasus?
Looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us. Hyacinth! Could it be the legendary?
I'm not entirely sure. We might be able to tell if we get closer.
Bueno.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Okay.
Legend has it that the hero Seliosi was always flanked by two winged companions. Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades.
Wow.
If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila.
Ok, vamos. Tun, 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 tun. De verdad se siente como un final. ¿Qué tal es?
It disappeared.
¿Sí?
An illusion? Or the memory dissipated?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other memories. It was surrounded in an air of sorrow.
Oh.
Oh, it's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
¿Ah,
Was that Lunibus's phantom? Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
Podría ser.
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece.
Okay.
Could it be some remaining bits of Seliosi's will?
Probable.
We can't be sure of that yet. Let's take the elevator up to the Eye of Twilight's core first.
De acuerdo. Me parece bien. Casi me salgo.
Lady Lunibus? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am the descendant of the hero Seliosi. We have come to complete her mission.
Roll Gaming.
Curioso suena cuando camino.
Buena suerte con My Historia, buen canal.
Oh, gracias. Tintun, 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 tintun. Oh. Me ignoraron. Por mí está bien eso.
Roll Gaming. Sed. Pasadla bien el Honkai, bro.
Ah, sí. Como suena el...
That's another one?
Sí. Sí.
Careful! It's not a memory phantom! It looks like it's alive! But it's so twisted and very shadowy, like those black tide creatures!
Okay.
Hyacinth, watch out!
So, you're Lady Lunabis, aren't you? Then that corrupted being before us must be Lord Solibus. Did you lead us here so we can free your companion?
Supongo que eso es un sí.
I understand now. You must have been tormented by pain for so long. But you didn't give up. And you've held on to what little is left of your will with such tenacity. Don't be afraid. You're not alone anymore. I am Hyacinthia, the healer who inherited the hero's bloodline. Celiosi, the Defender Knight, was once your comrade, wasn't she?
Sí.
Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the black tide.
Sí.
But I can still heal your tenacious soul. Just like Lady Lunabis, even if you've lost your mortal body, your spirit remains pure. Please, keep holding on to what's left of your will, and I will reawaken you as a heroic soul.
Aquí vamos. No sé cuánto habrá entendido. Si no sirven las palabras, digamos que el Battle... No sé cuánto habrá entendido.
It must have understood me. It's a creature of wisdom and tenacity, despite being mired in the agony of the black tide.
Solibus, the sunlit wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind you of your great deeds from back then, it would be my honor. Come on, heroes!
Aquí vamos. Vamos a salvar su pobre alma. 3, 2, 1. Ok, aquí vamos. La pelea comienza ya. Ok. Dice, debido a la presencia del ojo circadiano, todos los objetivos presentes en el campo de batalla son afectados por efectos climáticos. Cuando hace un día soleado, el campo de batalla tendrá temperatura. Al comenzar el turno de cualquier objetivo, la temperatura aumentará. Los aliados reciben daño de quemadura con el tiempo. Infligen más daño en función a la temperatura. Ok.
Lord Solibus, please break free from the control of the black tide and return to your senses.
Okay.
The game is on.
Ok, primero vamos con ella.
The omniscience is true. Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
Vamos.
Converge and awaken. Can you let me have some fun this time?
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Too slow. Perdón, muérase. Listo.
Better late than never.
Preciosa. Fuego.
Time for the payout. Yin and yang, life and death.
Okay. Hey, disparaste 2 veces antes de que pudiera usar.
All things in this world have their laws. Yet stratagems, constellations, are
1,
human
2, 3.
creations.
Fuego. Okay.
Don't move, okay?
Bueno, ¿de acuerdo?
Wow.
2, 3.
That's a set. Look at the draw.
Chinchue.
Please,
Lo
please,
tuyo.
please, please, please. Looks like victory!
429. Okay.
It's over.
Sí.
Solibus.
¿Pueden hablar? Por todos los titanes, están hablando.
No need to be surprised. After all, this is a world where even a pink puppy can speak.
Entonces si eres un cachorro, ¿ah?
Oh, I can't believe I'm calling myself that now too.
Entonces sí, ¿ah?
Solibus, you're finally awake.
Más o menos.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long.
Ahí estás, ok.
Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
Posiblemente.
It is me, Lord Solibus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Ok. Ya vengo un momento. Un momentico. Ok, ya volví. Continuemos.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
Okay.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
I know that in order to support the Shattered Sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan.
Huh.
And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth?
Wow, cambió.
Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds. With such a weak lot in life, how do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
Tengo un super unicornio.
This long sword, heroic soul.
Y también con este bate. Y con esta lanza. Y con el amor de este peluche rosado. Por cierto, referencia al Señor de los Anillos. Qué demencia. You have my lance and my sword. Aparentemente me tenía mi peluche rosado.
As you can see, we're all Hyacinthea's companions and comrades.
Todos están ignorando mis bromas.
You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Solibus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
No era el conflicto.
We've laid all the other Titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. Heroic souls. Seliosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
Ah, el ojo está ahí otra vez.
Aquila's mark flew away?
¿Y si noto algo? ¿Y si noto algo? ¿La reacción del titán?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
Tal vez.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Okay.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Okay. Ábrete sésamo, ok. Okay.
1,000 years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sun Folk, where the Sunborn once held grand ceremonies to give thanks for Aquila's gifts.
Okay.
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until Celiosi's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath.
Rayos.
Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
¿Qué puedo decir? Veamos. La marea oscura, ¿no?
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaia. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics.
Huh.
You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go and force out the Titan in the mural.
Okay.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the power of time to rewind it if we have to.
Ok. Dice: corriente de viento en el ojo circadiano. En el ojo circadiano hay corrientes de viento que empujan las plataformas en su camino. Retrocede los dispositivos cercanos que controlan las corrientes de viento para cambiar su dirección. Y es que las plataformas se muevan al otro lado. Al usar el santuario para potenciar las plegarias, el proceso de retroceso no tendrá límite de tiempo y continuará indefinidamente. Ok. Retroceder un dispositivo, presiona nuevamente el botón de retroceso para interrumpir el proceso y revertir la corriente de viento. Ok. Puedes cambiar la dirección del viento retrocediendo e interrumpir el retroceso de los dispositivos mientras estés de pie en la plataforma para desplegarte con ella a otros lugares. Ok. Pues, preciosa.
It didn't work. The prayer's power didn't last long enough. And we couldn't get the fans to keep... maybe that device can help? Go check...
Sí, cierto. Me había olvidado.
It looks like this device can amplify the power of Orynyx's prayer. Why don't you try to change the wind's direction with this thing, partner? Now the prayer should rewind for even longer. Let's try to control the wind's direction with this thing, partner.
The celestial globe is right ahead. Let's go and force Aquila to come out.
Ok.
Aquila,
claro, me voy a jugar.
Dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural. The celestial shift didn't work.
Ok. Pues. Ok. Adahan. Dice... Estos dos... Adahan dijo algo más porque se me fue. Se puede que tras tantos años sin uso el dispositivo se haya dañado. ¿Ven estos dos gigantescos circuitos a ambos lados de la sala? Tal vez deberíamos intentar arreglarlos.
These circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide. Here's hoping those 2 prophecy tablets can help us out.
Okay. Okay. Vamos. Okay. Okay. Voilà. Tan sencillo. Tun 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 tun. Okay.
Smooth sailing so far. We've got one more circuit to fix.
Okay.
Let's keep going and find the tablet on the other side.
Okay. Pasé por detrás de ellos. Que lo que era. Listo. Vale. Ok.
Finally made it. Hopefully, this is enough to fix the celestial globe.
Okay. Pero ¿cómo llego allá abajo? Allá. Ah, ya, ya. Pss. Ya lo vi, qué tontería la mía. Sí. Ok, vamos a ver este. Está. Sí. Sí. Perfecto. Listo. Sí. 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 Voilà. Intentémoslo otra vez.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural.
Sí. ¡Pum! Lluvia. La señal ha descargado. Se ha desactivado otra vez.
Looks like they're still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice, or if they have something up their sleeve.
I fear the Aquila of present has long lost their sanity.
No me sorprende.
But instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment.
¿Aquila es tan precavida? ¿Conciencia de la heroica sigue intacta?
I have no knowledge of Celiosi's situation. But I am certain that the will behind that mark is not hers. She would not abscond like a disgraceful deserter, willingly exiled by the pursuit of dark clouds. It is time to leave this place. Lunavis awaits you at the next stop.
A moment, please, Lord Solibus. I have one more thing I wish to do.
What is it, girl?
To honor the pact with Celiosi. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor?
Por supuesto. Perdón. Déjalo en nuestras manos. Es tu derecho. ¿Y si todas las leyendas son mentiras?
Then there must be a reason behind its falsehood, right? The scene here and the previous memories gave me a bad feeling.
Sí.
What else did the Skyfolk encounter after Celiosi challenged the god? I must figure out the truth behind the legend, even if it's for my ancestors' sake.
Hyacinth, you're such a good child. Don't worry, I'm here. The memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. I'll gather them up now and mold them
Dexter, en Phantom X también tienes confidentes con los personajes y aumentas niveles. Sí, sí. Sucede igual. La única diferencia es que en Phantom, en Persona 5 normal, cuando usted aumenta con confidentes y hace fusiones de personas, obtienen bonos dependiendo el resultado. Ese sistema no está en Persona 5. Digo, en Phantom X no está ese sistema. En Persona 5 sí está ese sistema, en Persona X no. En Phantom X no está. Pero sí, uno se aumenta nivel con los personajes que se relaciona.
Well done. Thank you, Memi. Everyone, please witness history with me.
Daughter of Dusk, have you finally gone mad?
I knew it! The child with the blood of 2 feuding clans will one day destroy the Sky Castrum.
Rayos.
Will you really point the tip of your spear at our god? Stay your hand. Your recklessness will only bring divine retribution.
El pueblo de la luz se enfrenta a Celione. ¿Quieres escuchar esta parte de la historia? Sí. Parece que es hija de la lluvia y el sol.
Sebastián Reyes. Sed. No se puede fusionar personas en Phantom X, entonces ¿cómo los fortaleces?
No, en Phantom X sí se pueden fusionar personas. En Phantom X sí se pueden fusionar personas. Lo que está diciendo es que en persona cuando usted fusiona, debido al nivel del confident o del lazo social, como quiera decirlo, el persona obtiene bonificaciones y bonos que lo hacen subir de nivel más rápido o cosas así por el estilo. Y obtiene bonificaciones de puntos de experiencia. En Phantom X sí hay fusión, pero los lazos sociales o confidentes no dan bonificaciones a las fusiones. Pero hay beneficios por aumentar relaciones sociales o confidentes. Pero sí hay otro tipo de beneficios diferentes. En Phantom X. En Phantom X sí hay fusión. Sí hay fusiones. Yo la historia, ok.
Divine retribution.
Cayera del trueno solar. De Lione.
Those innocent children of the earth were sentenced to total annihilation by the god above. Well, they had nothing more than mere curiosity for things that lie beyond the sky.
Sí.
Look at yourselves. You call yourselves the Sunborn, yet you're unable to bear the blinding sunlight. You even consider sunburns and blisters as a gift from the gods. You declare yourselves the chosen ones, champions favored by Aquila. Yet you dare not even declare war upon the true threat of this world. Instead, you raise your swords and rattle them at your weaker brethren. You are all beyond saving. My father was also a disciple of the sun, but he taught me resilience and justice and guided me towards the light. He taught me wherever there is light, there is hope. Wretched people, I see no hope left in any of you. Even a shadow has more dignity than you lot.
Varios, una sombra.
Even so, daughter of dusk. Even so, you should not shatter our faith.
Not just our faith. Aquila forged the sky. Nay, they are the sky itself. If they fall, what will this world turn into?
A prophecy echoes from the horizon's edge. It heralds the advent of a new age. One not ruled by the Titans, but created by mortal heroes. I choose to believe in that prophecy. I must believe in any sign that promises to break the chains imposed on us by the old era. Any sign that will lead us to a new chapter of the world. If you wish to stop me from slaying the god, you'd better muster your courage and draw your bows. Let's see if I will be pierced by a hail of arrows first, or if you will be burned to ash by Solavis!
Rayos.
How can we even fight you? You're the powerful Day Thunder Knight, a warrior goddess capable of trampling all lands.
Se rindieron tan rápido, qué demencia.
I am not a god, but the only mortal in this cage who is brave enough to defy the Warden.
Los miembros del pueblo de la luz del recuerdo se quedan en silencio. Los miembros del pueblo de la luz del recuerdo se quedan en silencio. A pesar de estar bajo la brillante luz del sol, sus rostros están pálidos y tristes.
See, you are all truly weak beyond measure. The hunting ground beckons. Come, Solibus!
The hero Celiosi, disillusioned by the Sun Folk's deeds, decided to sever the source of it all.
Sí.
The god they so blindly placed their faith in.
She was brimming with compassion at that time. Her words were bursting with anger, but her heart had nothing but mercy for the children of humanity.
Comprendo.
That time.
We should get going, Hyacinthia. Lunavis is waiting for you all. Aquila has fled to the other end of the fortress. Let's chase after them. Lunavis will lead the way.
Ok, vamos a la siguiente. Okay.
Lady Lunabis, we're here.
Aquila. Even though they have been corrupted by the Black Tide, they still maintain a connection with their kin in this fortress.
Ok. Nos tienen rodeados. Nos tienen rodeados. Mantengamos la formación y no dejen que nos atrapen.
You think to hinder us, imprisoned Titan? Then we will make you understand that resistance is futile.
Desde que Águila murió estás como más... No importa. Sé que la depresión te está matando porque también escucho tu depresión a veces. Oh.
Let's play hide 1,000 faces in 1,000 places.
¿Vamos con esto?
Can you find the answer?
Ok.
Let's pick it up a notch.
¿Es esa? Perfecto. Me parece si todo está bien. Sí, todo está bien, ok.
Together as
Pop.
one. Huh. More enemies.
Oh, se hizo invisible. Interesante. No puedo marcar, no puedo pegar con habilidades. A ver, qué linda Silver Wolf. Ocultamiento. No puede ser objetivo de las habilidades de selección activa. Y el daño que recibe aumenta en un 50%. Cuando se rompe su debilidad o todos los enemigos en el campo de batalla, excepto esta unidad, estén en el estado de ocultamiento, se disipa en el campo. Ok, vamos, tenemos que encargar a los demás enemigos entonces.
This combat needs optimizing.
Okay. Oh.
At this speed, too slow.
Okay.
Play hard, win big, keep quiet. Come on. Better late than never.
Precios de chincho. Fuego.
Time for the pain.
No se levante por mí. Gracias. Entonces. Después de atacar me volvió a la normalidad, ¿ok?
Don't worry, I'll go easy. Don't move, okay? Wait for the tiles before you start casting. Wow! Gotcha!
A la izquierda. 1, 2. Nos vemos. Fin de la batalla. Vemos. La señal de la presencia se fue al otro lado del mural.
Don't stop. Follow it to the Titan. Even if plunged into madness, Aquila is still the Sky Titan. We mustn't let our guard down.
Okay.
Heroes, over here.
Okay.
Let's keep going and aim for the next West Wind compass.
Por allá. Bien. La verdadera historia. No. Okay. Vamos a ver. Oh. Si hay algún icono de tesoro, puedo conseguirlo. Okay. Okay. No. Sí. Me llevé el tesoro también.
The Rainbow Bridge is leading us to our next destination.
Okay.
Let's hurry on. Follow Lady Lunabis.
Okay. ¿Qué hora es? Ya empecé un poco tarde en comparación con los otros días. 10:24.
Miss Hyacinth, how are you so certain that you could free Solus from suffering?
My apologies, Lady Lunabis. I was not all that certain. But if even the healer loses hope, then how will the patients repossess their hope for life?
What a kind answer.
Pipo. Vamos. Por acá.
It said the black tide is a calamity from beyond the sky. If that's true, the sky's defenses would naturally be the first to be breached.
Entiendo. Ah, más allá del cielo, ¿ah? Okay. Amigos míos, me desperté tempranísimo hoy y tengo algo de sueño. Seguramente lo que voy a hacer es dejarlo por aquí hoy. Voy a seguir un poco más, pero la siguiente parte de la historia quiero hacerlo bien despierto porque sé que viene la batalla y tal vez un poco más después y cosas así por el estilo. Entonces quiero dormirme y eso, quiero dormirme y verlo mañana. Así que espero lo hayan pasado bastante bien, amigos míos. Que descansen.